Hi everyone, it's Mix Morris here, and I just wanted to give you a quick read aloud of the different parts of the step 4 that you'll be doing with groups, just in case you didn't want anybody in your group to read or nobody volunteered. This allows you to listen along with yourselves and then work together once you've listened to this video. So in step 4, you're completing this to-do list with 2 other people in our class based on who's done with step 3. So you read the comic strip, read the 3 summaries in the boxes below the comic strip. With your group, rate the summaries from best to worst. Then you do the same thing, but with the short story below it. And last but not least, you complete the check for understanding so that I know that you are right on track. Great. So, comic strip first. Reading social media all day is making me grumpy. Why don't you go outside? Fine. Now there's glare on my screen. So in this comic strip, which one of these summaries is the best possible summary? Is it summary 1? First, the girl sees a glare on her screen. Then the girl is asked to go outside. Lastly, she says she is grumpy because she is reading social media. Summary 2, the girl feels annoyed. Or summary 3, first the girl says she is feeling grumpy from reading social media. Then someone suggests that the girl goes outside. Finally, the girl feels annoyed because there is glare on her screen. Think back, replay this if you need to, and then down here you're going to rate the summaries. Which one was the best, second best, and worst. So in this little line you're going to write 1 if you think it's summary 1 that's the best, 2 if you think 2 is the second best, and 3 if you think 3 is the worst. So you're just going to write the numbers of the summaries. Next, the little short story that we have here. One day the universe finally blessed me by giving me the one thing I always wanted, a cat. It happened on Saturday morning when I went outside to mow the lawn. I made my way into the shed and walked over to the big mower. It was the kind that you sit on and drive around the yard. I always secretly loved driving around on the mower. It was the closest I could get to driving something. When I went to turn on the mower and drive it out into the yard, I heard a strange sound coming from the engine. It sounded like something was moving around in there. My heart started beating fast as I assumed it was a rat or something with big teeth. Then, as I turned to run out of the shed in fear, I heard the smallest meow. I turned back to the mower and approached the latch. I heard the meow again, a little louder this time, and I began to prop the latch open. I used caution, not wanting to injure the cat by accident, in getting the door open. I pulled a flashlight from the tool shelf on the right of me and shined it into the area surrounding the engine. At first I didn't see anything, but on second glance I saw a small pair of eyes staring up at me. It seemed like the cat had fallen down and gotten stuck half under the engine. I put the butt of the flashlight in my mouth and reached down toward the cat. I'm here to help you, okay? I tried to reassure the cat as I made contact with his head. He didn't try to bite me, so I reached down further and got a grip just below his front right leg. Then I reached my other hand to get a grip just below his front left leg. Here we go, I said as I began lifting the cat slowly out from under the engine. Besides being covered in oil, he looked pretty good. I brought him inside the house and found an old towel to wrap him in. By the time I get him partly clean, my mom came in and saw me with the cat. I found him in the mower. Can we keep him? I asked. She rolled her eyes and shook her head. I guess he can for now, until we find him a permanent home. I smiled, looking back down at the cat, knowing that it was more likely we would be keeping him forever. Who couldn't fall in love with such a sweet cat? So, that story. Which summary is the best? Summary 1. The mom agrees to keep the cat. The main character found the cat in the lawnmower. The lawnmower was the kind you sit on and ride around. Summary 2. When the main character went outside to mow the lawn, something strange happened. They heard a meowing sound from the mower. After getting the cat out safely, they brought the cat in to clean him off. The character's mom saw what they were doing and said they couldn't keep the cat permanently. However, the character thinks they will likely keep the cat forever. Summary 3. The main character goes outside to mow the lawn. They find a cat and his kittens. Then they bring them all inside to clean them up. Finally, the mom says that the cat and the kittens can stay forever. So, looking back, feel free to rewind to re-listen to the story, the summaries, and then rate best, second best, worst. And again, just write the number next to the summary when you're rating. Last but not least, you want to make sure you do the check for understanding. You're going to circle all the options that describe what the best summaries you selected had. A, the details were in order. B, the details were written randomly. C, the details were what actually happened in the story. B, the summary only had one or two details. E, the summary used transition words. So you're circling all the ones that show what the best summaries had. If you're doing it on the computer like this, you can feel free to erase the ones that you don't think describe the best summaries. So for instance, if you think that A, the details were in order, does not describe what the best summaries had, you would just erase it. All right, so you can now get started on step 4. Remember, you can rewind and replay this as many times as you need to, and let me know if you have questions.